Benefit Pore Professional. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my hand, a pea-size amount, and then hopefully get the lid on. No, apparently not. And I'm going to put that on my nose. That's going to make application of makeup a lot smoother, and obviously if you are going on a date, a lot easier and less disgraceful and disgusting. I have really bad skin at the minute. And really uneven skin tone. Next, I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime. In fact, I probably wouldn't use this one. I'd probably use my Benefits, that gal, but because this is just a makeup tutorial, I didn't want to waste it. So obviously I'm just going to put that all over my face. This has SPF in it. So maybe if you were going to take photographs, it does show up the light. And I found that this is not so good in the summer, because moisture tends to bead up on the surface of your skin, which is not so great. So now that's done, next I'm going to pop on some concealer under my eyes and a little bit on these spots. Yeah, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer, if it focuses, in NW20. I am going to find a brush because I don't have one to hand. This is really unorganised. Found everything else, but because I got nails, it's really difficult to get things out of sort of a pack. So I'm just going to get some of that and pop it on my hand so I can use it, basically. And I'm going to use my fourth finger / ring finger. I'm really struggling to put lids on today, to sort of pop it under the eye. And it's a little bit too much. It's quite a heavy concealer. And if you're anything like me, you probably wouldn't want to wear this much makeup, but because for the sake of having a full face, I mean, if I was going on a date, I probably wouldn't wear this amount of makeup, and on a day-to-day basis I tend not to put on concealer, but because my skin is so terrible at this moment in time, I'd probably use it. And a lot of the time I just tend to use a foundation and leave it at that. So next I'm going to use my foundation, which is going to be the Rimmel Wake Me Up in True Ivory. I don't know about the colour match on this one, so we're going to find out now. I'm just going to use a brush to pop this on. This could be horrendously orange. No, it's not too bad actually. That's an alright colour match. I tend to prefer my foundation to be a little bit lighter, because I'm quite pale. Well, the rest of me is quite pale. The brush that I'm using is a brush that came with the Body Shop foundation, which I've had for so long. It's sort of a cream foundation and it's a very nice formula, but it's quite dark for my skin. Oh god, can anybody see those roots? That's ridiculous. I'm just going over my eyes. I'm just making sure everything's sort of even. Nose. Oh, I cut my nose at work today. I don't know if you can see just there. Obviously I've put foundation on, but going over the neck. And then we're just going to rub that in with my fingers because I hate the lines that brushes tend to make. Some people. I really want to buy a stippling brush because I think that it would be a really good investment. Anyway, next I'm going to use Benefit's Cha Cha Tint. Because we're going to be using a lot of pinks in this, particularly for the lip, I'm steering away from a solely pink based blush and using a corally toned blush / orange toned. That looks really, really orange actually. There you go. It's not that orange. I'm going to apply it with a sponge because it's going to spread fairly easy. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to dab it on and then brush it in solely on sort of the apples and stuff. The lines are not very good today, but as I said, it has been like, it's a pretty dark day, so it is 8 o'clock at night, so it's kind of expected that it's not going to be an amazingly bright day. And my lights fell down. Oh shit, I'm going to have to edit this now. Fuck my life. And we're just going to pop that on and rub it in with your sponge. I'm using a sponge, but you can use your fingers or a brush. In fact, if you ever went into Benefit and had a little makeover, they would use a brush to do this. Whoa! I don't know if you can tell. No. Anyway, next we're going to get onto eyes. To start off with, I'm going to use my Sleek makeup palette. And I'm going to use this pink colour here. I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. Oh, I don't think this is the one I used the other day. Oh dear. Oh well, I guess it'll be new experiences. You can use an eyeshadow primer. I do actually have one right by me that I intended on using, but obviously I'm useless and forgot. I'm just going to use a fluffier brush to blend that a little bit more because it's quite a bright colour. And then in using an angled shadow brush, as you can see it's already got purple on it. Yes, cool, thanks. I'm going to use my Gosh Mono eyeshadow. Focus. Scratched as anything. In this colour here. And the worst thing is, I'm actually just using my webcam to sort of see what I'm doing, so this probably isn't ideal. Line the bottom of your lash. And in fact, I didn't use this eyeshadow the other day when I practiced this, so I don't know what this eyeshadow is like, but I figured it would be a perfect time sort of try it out. Now just use the angled brush, get some of it and put it along sort of this lash line. Try not to get it in your eye like I just freaking did. I go about halfway in because I find it is a little bit more subtle. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to curl my lashes first, using just a curling thing. Then I'm going to use my Eyeshadow Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner. This is kind of optional, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, I didn't use this last time I did this, so if this goes horrendously wrong, then we know why. Sort of go as close to your lash line as you can. Obviously this is optional. Try not to poke yourself in the eye like I did just many times then. I'm actually going to use this brush and just blend this out a little bit more because it's a little bit darker than I prefer. Okay, now I'm just going to add some mascara, and it's going to be my Benefit They're Real. Obviously you've seen the brush for this many times on the tube, on YouTube. I wouldn't say it's my favourite Benefit mascara. In fact, that would have to be Bad Gal Lash, because it's a lot better. The brush is 10 times chunkier and it's just beautiful. And finally, this is kind of it, basically. This is kind of all I would do, but all I'm going to do is add a pink lip colour, and I'm going to use the Rimmel London's new Apocalypse in Nova. Ooh! Ooh! And I'm just going to apply that on my lips. My lips are really chapped at the minute, and I have no idea where my lip balm is. But obviously I would advise popping some lip balm on before you pop this on. This is actually a lip lacquer. So the stay-on power is a little bit better than an ordinary sort of lipstick or lip gloss. And this is kind of it. It's the finished look. I'll add some pictures in at the end so you can see it.